For the past year, we have been living full-time in this massive American RV travelling the UK and Europe. In this week's video, we head to Wales for the first time ever. We of course had to visit the home of Gavin and Stacey and try a proper Welsh delicacy. And would it really be a van life vlog in the UK without plenty of rain and some RV issues to fix along the way? That's it. Get me back to Europe ASAP. Welcome back to our channel, and if you're new here, we're Michael and Fern. We ditched the 9 to 5, sold our house and all of our belongings to travel full time in an American RV with our two dogs, Max and Jet.
If you are feeling trapped in that day-to-day system, then hit the subscribe button. The plan with this is to share as much information as we can so that you can actually live a life of freedom.
If you were following the last video, then you will know that we have just left Portland, the Isle of Portland at the bottom of England, and we've headed up and we've just arrived at a site called West Farm. Is it called West Farm? I've forgotten already. We're all set up. It's funny because when you do arrive at a site with a big American RV, like people, they do get shocked. Like, even when you say to them on the phone, it's a 9 metre, it's pretty large, and like check with them, they're like, whoa, I didn't expect it to be that big. And they panic about it not being able to fit on the pitch. However, we always manage to fit on the pitch at sites, and I mean, sometimes we do have to let the bike rack overhang at the end, like over the back onto the grass, which the Caravan and Motorhome Club in particular do always seem to have a problem with, which I'm not really sure why. Fair enough if you're parked up for months, but for a few nights I don't see it being a problem. But yeah, we're all pitched up. It's perfect because there's no one here. There's like one other motorhome down there, which I absolutely love when it's this quiet because it's during the week. It's a Tuesday today, and I'm just dreading next week when the English school holidays start and all the sites are going to be booked up, because we're not usually that prepared and we just sort of go with the flow of where we decide to stop and where we want to pitch up for the night. But we're going to have to start booking things more in advance, I think, or going a bit more off-grid. But I'm just not looking forward to it getting so busy. I don't think I've quite mentally accepted the fact that the weather's changed yet, because I'm still cutting about with my bare arms out and it's quite significantly colder, and it was just trying to rain there, so it's mental how different it can be within 24 hours in the UK. Yesterday it was boiling, then we drive, and today it's raining and significantly colder. Okay, so for a while now, Michael and I have thought about launching our own community, and we didn't want it to just be a place where we post our PARKUPS or give you guys early access to YouTube videos. We wanted to really offer you guys amazing value inside that community. We know a lot of people watch our videos and think, I wish that I could live that lifestyle, or I wish I could have the same level of freedom that you guys have. And that is exactly what the community is going to be about. If you're that type of person that thinks there's something that I've always wanted to do and I've just never quite got there, then you're definitely going to want to sign up to the waitlist. We're going to be launching the community next week, and anyone who signs up to the waitlist will get first access. So I'm going to leave it linked above, and yeah, we cannot wait to see you guys inside the community. When we were staying in Portland, I ordered a couple of Amazon deliveries to go to a pickup point, because there was a local co-op which was only like 5 minutes from the campsite, and that was listed as a Amazon drop-off location. But I think I did it wrong whenever I got to the checkout, and instead of selecting it as a delivery point on Amazon, I just like input the address, and I thought, I don't know, I can't even remember doing it because I did it like maybe 10 days ago when we first got there, because I wanted to make sure that I definitely got the packages while we were staying in one place. Because that is one of the most annoying things I would say about being in an RV and travelling about all the time, is finding places to get your packages delivered. It's just such a hassle, and especially if you are moving around like every week or every few days, like it's just a bit of an inconvenience for things like subscriptions and just general things that you want to order on Amazon, you can't just do like what you do in a house where you just order it, and if it's like a couple days late then it's fine because you might have moved on by that point. So you do need to be a bit more planning ahead with deliveries and stuff. But anyway, long story short, I did the wrong thing, which meant I didn't have a QR code to go and pick it up, and then whenever I would go to the co-op they wouldn't let me collect the packages because I didn't have a QR code and I couldn't get one. And it was a lot of back and forth, and then in the end they realised that because I've just entered the co-op address it looks like it was a delivery for them, so then they just let me have it. So I got the packages in the end, but half of the order ended up getting sent back, and it was just annoying timing because it's just been Amazon Prime Day and I could have made loads of savings on the stuff that I ordered, and it was all just a faff. But anyway, I thought I'd show you some of the things that I got. So I ordered this little bin, which is a over the door little trash can, if we're going American, because we used to have a little bin over the door hanger that you could just put bin bags on, but it broke because whenever we were putting big things in it, it would sort of bend it down and it eventually snapped. So we haven't had something in ages to hold the bin, and we've just been putting the bin bag over the top of the door. But that's a nightmare because Max has started trying to get into the bin if we ever leave the RV, so we'd have to be like picking it up and putting it on the counter, and if we ever forgot he would have raided the bin and like put it out all over the floor, and it was just a nightmare. So I thought, right, we need to get a small bin to get this situation under control. So I got this little one, and first impressions, it's a bit smaller than I thought it was going to be for like a kitchen bin, but it could be a good thing because if you're ever stopped at like an off-grid park up, it means that the bin bags are a lot smaller to just put into like a standard waste bin. But yeah, it's pretty small. I think it's quite cool actually because the lid does open to the front, so it means it doesn't need to be in the way of the cupboard door. So that's pretty good. So it looks as though it's got one that you can just sticky attach onto something, or it's got an over the door hanger bit, which I think will be best for us. Oh, that just fits. Oh my god, that's like a glove. That just fits between the handle and the edge. I like it. I got some little small bin bags as well, because all of our other ones were massive.
Yeah,
Okay, nice. I'm actually really happy with that. So yeah, the next thing I got is this Vermex flea and tick powder, because as I've probably mentioned a lot of times before, we try to take the most natural route as possible with the dogs, and things like flea, like typical flea treatments and worming treatments are actually not necessary for your dog, because they're just putting harmful chemicals into your dog that are not necessary. So traditional flea stuff puts chemicals into your dog's body that then when the flea bites them, it kills them. However, with natural preventative measures, you're trying to make the flea not go on your dog in the first place, if that makes sense. So things like giving your dog garlic, which is a common misconception that dogs can't have garlic. They actually can in small amounts, and it's really good for preventing fleas, because the smell that they then radiate to the fleas is not a nice smell that they would want to go on to. So this is just an all natural powder. What does it contain? It's got mint, ginger, fenugreek, neem, lemon balm and garlic, and that's it. And you just add a little scoop, one level scoop into their food. So I'm going to try that out with them and see if they just eat their food as normal, which I'm sure they would, because we already add natural stuff into Max's to help support his cushions, and he just eats it no bother. He loves his food. So I got that. I got this tub of blue chemicals for the black tank. We use these sachets just because it's really easy to measure out, and then you know that you're putting the right amount in. Sometimes I feel like with the liquid I either put loads or not enough, and it's just harder to gauge. because our black tank is a lot bigger than a standard like cassette toilet, they're usually always geared towards cassette toilets, so we've just found out if we use 2 of these sachets, put them in, then that works pretty good. So just got a couple packets of them. One's already in the toilet because I used it after we emptied earlier on. And then last but not least, I got some Celtic salt because the current salt that we had was just like ordinary kind of rock salt, and this one has way more minerals in it, vitamins and minerals. Vital blend of 82 minerals, so Celtic salt is like one of the best salts that you can get, so just thought I would get some of that for adding into water in the mornings and just for use in general. So yeah, happy to got that. But yeah, some of the other things in my order that didn't come were the new waste pipe for the black tank, which we ripped in the last 2 videos ago, I think it was. So we really do need to get another one of them ordered to somewhere. And then some more stuff for the dogs and bits and bobs. Michael's nose strips. All of the stuff that we usually get, I'll link below in our Amazon storefront. So if you're interested in checking out any of the stuff, then you can go there and see what we use and what we recommend. So yeah, I'll try remember to put that down below. I'm supposed to be cycling to a nearby shop to go get some food for the dogs and food for us, and it's just started tipping it down with rain like that. No. Oh gosh, I'm gonna hold out for at least 10 minutes and see if it goes off a little bit, because I feel like it goes on and off very quickly, so I'm not starting cycling in that weather. Are you kidding me? I might have to get a taxi. Michael had a call, well, he's still got a call at 5 o'clock, which is why we wanted to arrive here in time so that he had time to prepare for it, because it's quite like a big work call that he's doing, so that's why we didn't go and get stuff on the way here. So yes, not ideal, I tell you, not ideal. Okay, got the rain jacket on, my bike off. These clouds did not look too promising, but fingers crossed it doesn't treat me too badly. Seems to be blown over, so let's see if I can get there without getting too soaked. Can confirm I only got about 2 minutes down the road and it started coming down sideways, so I've taken shelter beside a big bush and I'm waiting until it clears a little because it's such grey clouds. This is the thing I hate about the UK the most. I don't mind if it's slightly cold weather, it's just the rain. Like, just please, I don't like the rain so much, but I know the plants and the trees and the crops all need the rain, but I do not need the rain. I am a drowned rat.
Beautiful.
Look at me. Nope, I'm done with the UK. That's it. Get me back to Europe ASAP. Right, excuse the dress because I'm in my dry robe now because I was that soaking. But I got my hands on this from M&S, which has been like a bit of a trend on social media recently because they brought out this limited edition strawberry and cream on brioche bread. It's like one sandwich. So I thought me and Michael could share it and try it. So we'll try it for you just now and let you know if it's worth the hype. Right, Jet's in the shot as well.
No, Jake, get away. He's doing that begging thing.
Let's put the light on.
Away. Look at that.
Right. No, he's so rude. You're not getting any. Like, no, you're not getting any.
No, you're encouraging him, Fern. Stop.
Stop.
Enough. No.
Right.
Stop that. No, don't even look at it.
This is what it looks like. Whoa, it's quite chunky. One
Ridiculous.
piece of sandwich with the strawberries and cream.
Jeez. On a brioche bread. Or sweetened bread, they call it.
Oh, should I try it?
Go for it. Oh, you went for the crust, did you? What's your thoughts?
Strawberry are a wee bit like sour.
False advertising, look at that.
What?
The front of it looks packed.
I know. Is
The
it only
back
got...
of it is hollow.
Wait, let me have that other bit, please.
Alright, fair enough, no bother.
Okay, I didn't want the crust.
Right, there you go. Review test.
Wait, what's your thing?
Decent, actually, but bad for you. Don't get it.
Good to try, but not all the time. I was about to say good morning, but it's actually good afternoon.
Like that? I vlog everything. Sorry, I yawn everything you bring that.
I know! You literally just look
No, I
like
think
you're
it's
bored of
I
me.
think it's a signal. I think it's like I've now conditioned my brain to yawn when the camera comes out. It's strange.
You're really strange.
Weird, isn't it?
Anyway, this morning we've both been showered. Michael said he rated the toilet block here with the showers, but
Yeah,
they're
we're
push
matching, by the
button.
way.
I know, they're push button showers,
They're great.
which I never rate because I hate having to keep pushing the button. I much prefer a shower that just turns on and that's it. And then after that, I have been getting on with some washing, which was the main reason why we came to a campsite again, because the last place that we were for 12 nights in Portland didn't have a washing machine, so safe to say I've got a lot of catching up to do just from 12 days. Well, actually I hadn't washed since we were in Brighton before that, so yeah, about 2 weeks. So I've managed to get that hanging out the back of the RV to a lamppost. They said that obviously they don't normally allow washing lines, but because it's so quiet, the guy said it was fine for me to put it up because it's such a nice day to get the clothes dried. So yeah, doing that this morning, and then this afternoon, just shortly, we're thinking of heading into Western Supermare just to check it out on the bikes. But apparently there's been an infestation of ladybugs, so we're gonna go check that out and see if that's actually true, because we've seen it like on the news, well not on the news but on social media, that apparently there's loads and loads and loads of ladybirds. So we'll go see if they're actually still there or if they've moved on by now, but pretty mental. We didn't end up seeing any massive swarms of ladybirds like what we saw on social media. However, a few did actually make it inside the RV, which we found, and then we ended up finding a few days later as well. But we just chilled out for the rest of the evening, and then the next day we got packed up to leave. Well, that was a lesson to learn the hard way. I was just getting the sides in, and we had the windows open just because it's quite warm outside. But last night it must have obviously been raining quite heavily, and the rain water must have been sitting on top of the slide out. So when I've brought it in, it's just absolutely poured in the windows, which is not ideal. It's went all down the back of the couch and everything. Silly Fern. Okay, so we've left that site this morning. We're actually pretty on time for us because you had to check out by 11 and we left at 10:50, which was pretty good going. So we are just going to stop at the retail park that's just along from here, that's got a B&Q and M&S, Aldi, some of the shops, and then we'll also stop in at Pets at Home after that to sort out the dogs, because we're planning on going off-grid for a little bit in our next few stops. So we're going to get food in, get stocked up with LPG, water, do all the stocking up that's required. The reason why we're thinking to go to B&Q is because this morning Michael was checking in some of the outdoor cabinets, and it looks as though the water pump is slowly dripping into the cupboard, which has like made the cupboard quite damp. So we're gonna go to B&Q and try get, what is it? Plumber's putty or some sort of sealant that we can put on the water pump to stop the leak. So we'll see if that works. and hopefully we don't need to get a new one, because this is turning into, maybe I jinxed us when I said that we didn't need to get much maintenance so far.
Okay, it has just started raining, which is not ideal when I'm holding this cupboard door with my head, but I'll show you here what is happening. Here's the pump, and it's leaking from this part here, and you'll see it drip just there. But basically this, I think this part of the seal on the actual pump itself is what's letting the water through. I did think it was that, but it's that there, but it's not. It's actually the thing itself. Got this LSX stuff that good old ChatGPT recommended, and hopefully this does the job.
We then made our final stop off to get LPG before heading on to Wales. Good morning guys. So we arrived at this campsite, it's more like an air style campsite, last night, and I'm really impressed by it so far. It's like based on a working farm, but all the facilities here are like brand new. They've obviously just been done up. All the toilets, showers, there's black grey waste that's really accessible for the RV because it's on the floor. They've got loads of different bins separated into recycling. They've got a dishwashing area, they've got a little seat bit, they've got a car charging point, they've got electricity, fresh water, literally everything you need. And it's just located outside of Barry and Barry Island, which is why we chose to come here, because we're going to go in and visit it today. So it's close enough that we can cycle in. We're not going to take the dogs just because we might want to go in some places that don't allow dogs, so we don't want to be restricted because we've brought them with us. So we're only going to be a couple of hours anyway, and this place is safe enough to leave them, which is as well why we prefer coming to like a site if we're planning on going out for the day, because I wouldn't really like to leave the RV parked up just in the middle of Barry with the dogs inside. That just seems a bit silly. So yeah, in a nice safe location, they'll be fine. The windows are open, fans are on, but it's actually really cloudy today, so it's not really as warm as the previous days. I'm hoping the sun does come out a little bit by the time we get there, because it's supposed to. So we'll see. Let's have a wee cycle and see what Barry has to offer, what Gavin and Stacey finds we can see.
Tell me tomorrow, I'll wait by the window for you.
Stupid YouTube copyright.
We made sure to visit all the classic Gavin and Stacey tourist spots like Marco's Cafe and Nessa's Slots. The seagulls here are absolutely savage, and whoever came up with this for the Premier Inn deserves a raise. It's so confusing that literally all the signs have both English and Welsh on them.
Do you know how many followers we have right now? If you had to guess, you think you could guess within 10 followers. You have to go on that by yourself if you're wrong.
No!
Yeah.
Not by myself.
What an alpha, do it
No.
from here. That's the deal.
15,048.
Bastard.
What was it? We then walked along to Friars Point, which I would highly recommend doing if you come here, as it gives really nice views over the whole of Barry Island. Okay, our first opportunity to try a Welsh cake. It looks like quite a good one actually. I don't know what they're supposed to look like, but I feel like as good as Welsh cakes go, this is a good place to start, so let's try. Are good. Quite dry, but it's nice. Michael's
Good.
gonna try. What does it remind you of?
Christmas.
Yeah, it definitely does taste like Christmas.
Really good. I could eat like 40 of them though, that's the problem.
No, they're too dry. What's your rating?
9 out of 10.
Really?
Really like them. Would happily munch them.
I maybe give that like a 7 or 8. I prefer the pasta del nata.
Let me be completely thinking 8.6.
Yeah, you'll get slagged for your full rating.
Going 9 is a bit bonkers, but 8.6. Yeah.
Our final stop before heading home was Trinity Street to visit Stacey's house.
Due to public liability insurance, regrettably I can only allow people on the official Caravan and Stacey tour.
The next day we decided to take a taxi into Cardiff just to check it out. Okay, we've just come into Cardiff and we're looking for somewhere to have food, but we're starving, so we walked past a place called Fabulous Welsh Cakes, Fabulous Bakery, and they do homemade Welsh cakes, so they've got 3 different flavours. What were they again? Traditional, milk chocolate and maple. Are they good? They're warm. Oh my goodness. Can you taste the difference?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the milk chocolate. I'm into Welsh cakes, are you?
So good.
They're delicious. The traditional one is definitely the best, then the milk chocolate, then the maple. But they're all good. We then found a lovely independent Italian to have some dinner before heading back to the RV. Right, we're gonna leave it there for this week's video, guys, but we've been absolutely loving Wales so far. Make sure that if you have any recommendations for us of places to go, then leave them in the comments for us and we'll try to check them out. We're planning to just stay along the south coast of Wales, so in that area would be the best for recommendations. We hope to do the north in the future. But yeah, as always, don't forget to leave us a like if you did enjoy the video, subscribe if you're not already, and make sure to join the waitlist. We'll see you next week.